Sunday racing, we look forward to turffontein. Welcome, everybody. Hope all been good. Betway waited to win. I got Daryl Marie in studio and Darren Burrows is on the line. And we're going to preview the Sunday card. We're just now, short of a week away from the Hollywood Bets Durban July. If you haven't already watched Anton Marcus, we spoke to him about what he likes and what he thought of the gallops. It's on YouTube. It's on Racing Today on the website. Let's go and have a look and listen in, see what's going on. Now, this was Tavali Rocket opens up Lorenzo Karim's horse. Favourite is 9-10 to win the first race. Samanga Kumalo's riding. Comes off the Guerrilla Warfare, which the form line, Daryl Marie, seems to be very strong.
Yeah, if you like him, that form line must give you a bit of extra confidence, Clyde. Lovely effort last night. It was his first run as a gelding. Probably going to strip fitter. He's quite close. It's 2 weeks later. That's my only reservation. Yeah, so for that reason, I haven't decided to bank him in the buy pot.
Okay.
I've added also numbers 2 and 7, funny enough, Clyde.
3 horses you got?
Yes. I'm happy to treble up. Have a look at Milan's World.
You can't treble up in the buy pot.
Replay. Double up, sorry.
Oh, double.
Got balked the final furlong in that race. I think he does have a chance of reversing the form with, what is number 2's name?
Bacchus.
Yeah, so let's double up in the opening leg of the buy pot.
Okay, good. Darren, you bankering or what are you doing here?
No, Clyde. I thought it was more open than the betting suggests. Diwali Rocket, he is an ideal world out of Jet Trail. I mean, this horse should be going 2,000 meters and they're dropping him from a mile to 1,400. So I thought that wasn't in his favor. But then you look 2 runners, 2 winners from the form line, and you got to take him seriously. And they put the blinkers on early in his career, in his second start already. You've got Milan's World. Now, this horse interests me a lot. I watched the replay of that last start, and this horse would have got a lot closer. I love the pedigree. I love the step up in trip. This is the value at around 7-1, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Daryl's got his buy pots up on screen at the moment. You guys can take all of that down. And Darren tends to agree with Daryl. It might be a little more open than what the betting recommends. So this is a juvenile plate for fillies and it's run over 1160 metres. This particular event started the place accumulator. The 7 has been taken out. Saigon Susie is not running. They've scratched that horse, so make a note of that on the Friday, where the favourite here is that horse of Sean Terry's Rodeo Drive. And they've got that priced up, Daryl, they've priced it up at 7-10, this horse.
Yeah, she's certainly a deserving odds-on favourite, Clyde. Cracking effort last time out in the Allen Robertson Grade 1. I mean, she's just got touched off. She had cracking fillies in and around her. The obvious select, I mean, very, very hard to beat. But you know what? This filly by Rafif, number 3, Poblano, really caught the eye on debut. I know there were a few fillies in that race were very, very strongly fancied, namely the runner-up. Now, I know she did get she shouldn't have won by as far as what she did because the runner-up faltered at a crucial stage in the race, but she was extending at the finish, and I think she could be very, very decent.
So could she run the favourite over then?
Where?
Poblano. Are you saying the second favourite could run the favourite?
No, the second horse faltered at a crucial stage. Do you remember?
Yes, yes.
But she already had the beating of her.
Yes.
So although she won by 2 lengths, maybe she should have only won by a length. Yeah.
Something, yeah.
But she could be very, very decent. So I think you can go into this race confident in boxing that exacta.
Exacta. Okay, so you're playing the box exacta here, 3 and 6. Darren, are you on to this favourite?
Yes, not in a big way, but I think it's definitely the horse to beat. You know, second in a Grade 1 last time out after winning a maiden by 4 lengths. She's obviously got tons of ability as a 2-year-old, 58 kilos, nothing wrong with that. I think she'll be right on top of them. I've also got respect for Poblano. Did start at a big price on debut, but couldn't do more than win and won going away. And you got Boston Glory, who came from the back end of the field to get up on the line on debut. Gavin Larena takes a ride. And then Pointer, not out of it on form with a 4-kilo claim off her back. So definitely the horse to beat Radio Drive.
Okay. So Daryl's also gone a couple of runners here. 3 and 6 in the first leg in his place accumulator. You heard from Darren mentioning a few horses in a race like this. And the betting's got this horse Radio Drive around 7.5 to 10. Let's see what happens race time. There's the cost of the PA, 180 Rand. So race number 3 now. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Juvenile plate, 1160 metres. The 7, first time has been taken out. Leave you with 7 runners in the race now. And Pistol Pete is the favourite for Tiny Peter. It's priced up 13 to 10. 2 Bjorn Ironside, second choice 2 to 1. And then you've got Mike de Kock's Wolf Mountain. Jan Janssen van Vuren got Bjorn Ironside. Mike de Kock Wolf Mountain 5 to 1.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about Wolf Mountain, Clyde. The filly in the previous race, Poblano's time was actually 3.5 lengths quicker than his time, and it was her debut. Excuse me, Clyde. You know what's gonna determine the outcome of this race?
Tell us.
I think the weight. Bjorn Ironside is getting 4 kilograms from Pistol Pete. Now, level weights, I think you could go in with a lot of confidence. Pistol Pete, he's only, in my opinion, fluffed his lines once, and that was in his penultimate start. Last time out, everything went wrong. I think Richard Free, even in the post-race interview, said himself and Calvin went for the same gap, and he was fortunate enough to get it first. Pistol Pete was like a pinball in the machine, being bumped from side to side. So you can just put a line through that run. I'd love to see him bounce back, Clyde. He is a class animal. But the 4 kilograms has to sway me in Bjorn Ironside's camp for that reason only. So I'm going 2 from 1, but I certainly won't be punting either of them. So let the better horse win on the day. Yeah.
All right, and it's the start of the pick 6. Question, Darren, I guess, is what do you make of Pistol Pete? Is a 5 furlong or a 6 furlong horse? What do you think?
Well, Clyde, his 5 furlong form was, he was unbeatable. He went to the head of affairs and pulled clear. And then they tried it over 1160. He hit the front like he was going to win by 3. And then all of a sudden he stopped. And they took over and he held on for 3rd. Last time out, they tuck him in off the pace, hoping that he could get a good finish. And he did have excuses, but does he really stay more than 1,000 is the question. Bjorn Ironside does, because he tried the 1160, and from the 400 to the finish, he was a length clear to win by 7.25 lengths. So he's definitely the horse to beat, I think. So I'm going 2 over 1, but I've included both.
Okay, there we go. Thanks, Darren. Daryl on the same page. There's Darren's pick 6. Have a look at it, get the numbers on. And in the last race on the card today, Darren's bankering Master Casper. Okay, on to maiden class. We're going over 1,400 metres. This is race number 4 now on the card. And number 1, there's the light tops aboard. 14 to 10 for the Roy Magnus stable. Second choice, number 12, Gillen's Champ. First timer, Fabian Habib, 4 to 1. The Betway market got it up early. We're not sure if it'll shorten or drift. Race time, you'll know what's going on. And 13, Gold Fever for Paul Matchett, who's at 7 to 1. What do you make of there's the light, the favourite? It all seems good.
You're a form lines man. Pull up the last form line, Clyde.
Tell us. There's a light.
How many winners from that form line?
1, 2.
You're happy with that? 2 winners?
I'm very happy. Command
so
of all.
It ran second,
Navy.
and the winners were third and
Third
fourth.
and fourth, yes.
So you're happy with Command of All, and you're happy with, who's the other one?
The Navy Lock. Well, I don't know if I'm happy with the quality of the horse that won. You're trying to catch me, eh?
No, Clyde, this is far too short in the market. He's got the form, the stable's in form, the jockey's riding with a lot of confidence. Far too short. His form lines are suspect. Very suspect. Can he get it done? Obviously he can.
So what
but
do we
if you're
do
going
now?
to back him, wait till race time. I think this horse, number 12, Dylan's Champ, if it's got any ability, just like his full brother, who happens to be William Robertson, he could make a winning debut. Unfortunately, there's no comments in the front of the computer form, but I do believe Fabian's been interviewed for Track Talk. So make sure you tune into the...
to ask them,
yeah,
okay.
Because
and Gavin Arena's on it?
Yeah, so that's what gives me a lot of confidence is the booking of Gavin. But Clyde, I think number 13, Gold Fever, also has to come into play. Nice improvement last time out. That form line's also been franked with Shinto Shrine and Streisand,
Yeah.
yeah. But he started at 100 to 1. So if the 12 is above average, I'm going to be leaning towards a 12.
Okay, we're going to watch the market then with Dylan's champ. Darren, what do you think?
Well, the favorite, there's the light. He is limited, you know. I mean, he was 4-10 in his penultimate start. He went up there and faded right out of it. Last time out, a better run, but it's suspect to me, and I think he's more of a 1200-meter horse than a 1400-meter horse. You've got this horse Press On Regardless, ex Brett Crawford runner, gone to Nevenhazen. He ran off the Grey King, Monumental, Outlaw King. He's really taken on some decent sorts, but he has rested. So it all depends on his fitness. And others to consider, probably number 13, Gold Fever. Ran behind Peace Treaty over the 1400. There's been 2 direct winners from 4 runners. And then Dylan's Champ, like Daryl said, if any good, could make a winning debut.
Okay, thank you for that information, Darren. And Daryl's worked out a jackpot for us. There it is on screen. This is a maiden class fillies and mares over 1400 metres. Favourite number 14, Key Worker, who's priced up at 14 to 10 on the Friday. From the Betway crew, 1 Mary Reid is 9 to 2. Number 9, Autumn Var, first timer for Tyron Zaki, 5 to 1. And Tony Peters got this horse, what is it called? Do It With Diamonds, number 2, at 11 to 2. And then you get 10 or 12 to 1 and better about the others. Now, I saw in your jackpot you bank at this horse, Key Worker, so you must be quite keen on.
Yeah, Clyde, unfortunately, Mr. Soma's filly of years cracked a terrible draw, and I'm not too sure if she's one that can be bounced and placed. So I thought in her last start she was doing her best work late. She was left alone in the early stages, and I like the way she finished her race off. But there are a few horses in here with no disrespect to the owners that have got no chance of winning.
Okay.
And if she gets stuck behind them, she really might have a lot to do turning for home. So for that reason, I really believe number 14, Key Workers, the one to beat. This is the right race for her in terms of the opposition she meets, Clyde. This field, the form on offer here is below par. She's extremely well related. You know, she's a full sister to Surcharge, the Grade 1 winning Surcharge. I looked at her replays. I find that she might not enjoy to be bustled. So the longer running, Gavin can allow her to build up underneath him instead of trying to be put into the race early or to forced to quicken.
Okay.
So I think she is the filly to beat. There is a comment for the other first timer. Tyron Zaki said if not green, she's got a quartet chance.
Okay.
Not a lot of confidence. So yeah, if Mary Reid was drawn better, I'd be putting 1 and 14, but I've opted to back a Key Worker.
Okay, let's hear, Darren, your side of the story.
Well, Clyde, you got this horse Dirt With Diamonds. Now, when a horse leaves the Snaith stable and joins the Peter stable, they usually win 3 on the trot. But reason why, because the fields are obviously weaker. Tony Peter is a different class trainer. Others to consider, you got to put Mary Reid into the race, but a bad draw, and she's going to have it all to do from there. And then you've got a horse like number 14, Key Worker, 0 direct winners from her first start and her second start. And I thought a bit suspect. So I'm going 1, 2, 9, 10, and 14.
Thanks, Darren. Okay, let's take a look at Darren's jackpot. He's gone wider in the first leg, and it's a 375 per. So it's a handicap at the 80 level. It's over 1,800 metres. They bet Betway 9 to 2 the field. So open race. Any number of horses can win according to the market, that is. And 2 Strewn Sky tops the market, who's priced up at 9 to 2, 5 to 1 about 11 Silvano Song on the Friday, and 10 Festival Magic 6 to 1. Darren, an open race, 7 to 1 bar those. So what do you like?
Well, Clyde, if I had to, I put the field in most of my bets, but my outright first choice has to be Silvano's Song. He's run a length off Total Surrender, Celtic Rush, You Can't Hurry Love. He had a long layoff from October to March and he got gelded. He came back, ran 4 lengths back over 1500, just having a run. Then he ran a length behind Judgment Day. I'm not sure if that was the day that Jordan ran second and came out to win, but if it was, yes, he did run on very strongly. And then his peak run, they tried him over 2,400 meters and he didn't stay. So this would be pretty much be his peak run over 1,800 meters, fourth run back. I think Silvano's song off a 71, he represents the value each way.
Okay, Silvano's song from Darren is priced at 5-1. Daryl, what do you think?
Yeah, Clyde, I'm just going 2 runners in this race. Let me touch on my second pick, and that's number 7, Give Me a Choice. Now, you can see in his penultimate start when he won his maiden, excuse me, Clyde, he went start to finish on the inside track, and this horse isn't an inside track horse. He's a big, lanky horse. I think he's going to be much suited to the inside track, but last time out, didn't get a clean break whatsoever. Got interfered with the whole way up the straight. He's way, way better than that effort. So I'm really keen to see how he goes today, or on Saturday, number 7, Give Me a Choice. But my first pick and my strong first pick, Clyde, is number 10, Festival of Magic. You know, I had a look at his breeding. His second dam was the dam of Storm Warning, who ran second in the Gold Cup. The dam of Thundering Star, who won the Gold Cup. So there is so much stamina on his dam side. He's going to love the step up in trip. Last time out, I know the run-up was unfortunate on the inside track. She got interfered by a loose horse. But he came from last, giving her 11 kilograms. He's having his peak run. It looks like he's overcome his injuries. I mean, his problems. Maybe he had a breathing op. I'm not 100% sure. But I believe he's way, way better than a 75. So I'm going 10 from 7, and I'm actually quite bullish.
Quite bullish, and it's 6-1 at the moment. Number 10, Festival of Magic. Daryl Marie's first choice in the running of race number 6. On to race number 7 now, ladies and gents. This is in memory of Johan Bester, middle stakes over 1,000 meters. Johan, lovely guy. Handler at the start, worked very well with the horses to get them in. Always there, committed, great guy. You remember Big Henry? You remember Big Henry?
Yeah.
Those years ago.
Yeah, Clyde,
they become part of the family, you know. So
yeah.
shame he had a heart attack, I believe, and just passed away.
Sympathies and condolences to his family, Clyde. I never really spoke to him, but
Very
since
nice
his
guy.
passing, I've only heard of good words, and
Yeah.
you'll be sorely missed.
What do you like here, Daryl?
Number 7, Chasing Happiness. She is filly, but you know what, Clyde? This daughter of Rafif is actually quite nice. She's lightly raced. She's certainly on the upgrade. I thought she won with a lot in hand last time out. Easier than the margin suggests. And if you have a look at the best weights in column, she tops it. So, yes, she should go very close. A little bit of a reservation in that it's 1,000 meters. I'd be more confident if it was 1,100 or 1,260. So, I'll give her a winning chance. Trompy. Last time out, Clyde, only gave way very late in the feature. He was right up there until the last 150 odd, or the last furlong, and then he just tired. Now he's got the 4 kgs off his back. He's going to strip fitter. He's got the draw. So a lot is in his favour to run a bold race, number 1, Trompy. And then I think number 3, Faraway Winter.
Yeah.
2 preps. Striker in the irons. I think he could time it perfectly on the Son of Water Winter. So, no particular order. 1, 3, and 7.
Yeah, there's a lot of speed in this race, Darren.
There is a lot of speed, Clyde, and it could get tricky, you know. This was Chasing Happiness, only been the minimum trip once and won by 4 lengths on debut. It was a weak field that day, but she's done nothing wrong. But according to the betting, I mean, she's a bit too short. I think it's more open. I think you got horses like Trompy, 3 lengths off Thunderstruck in his comeback run last time out, 4 kilos off his back, drawn on the stand side. He's got to be a serious runner. Far Away Winter, the minimum trip's going to suit him again. He should be right there. And then you've got a horse like Lincoln Navigator that's been lightly raced and rested, but he could run well fresh, and he's another runner to consider.
Yeah, there are quite a few. I think you're right, Darren. It does have that open look to it. Darren's worked out a quartet for us, boxing at 24 Rand, numbers 1, 3, 6 and 7. Welcome back. The last race at Turffontein on the stand side track. It's a handicap at the 79 level and it's over 1,000 metres. This is the race, Darren, where you bankered number 1, Master Casper, in your pick 6 for Johan Janssen van Vieren. Tell us a little bit more why you like it. What do you think?
Well, Clyde, the only thing I don't like about it is the one draw on the stand side track over 1,000 metres. The Golding improved him last 2 starts where he won and ran second to the specialist. But the only thing is the one draw. I think if he shows so much pace, he might move to the center of the track. He's run off Little Ballerina, Lion Rampart, really good horses. He's beaten Wolf Mountain. He's on the up. He's third run after a rest. And I just feel, I know he's a 2-year-old carrying 60 kilos, but this isn't a strong lineup at all. And I think he could be a class above them. So I'm hoping that he can close up pick 6 on a good note and we can have a strike.
Yeah, I went to Greyville, of course, runner-up at Greyville last time. I see the form lines worked out in Laugh's horse called Count Judge came out and won. At least that gives some sort of confidence that there's a winner from there. Do you give this Master Casper a chance as well?
Yeah, I must give him a chance. You know, he's done absolutely nothing wrong since being gelded. Yeah, Clyde. Darren's touched on the things he has to overcome. I mean, he's got top weight. He's got the one draw to contend with. He's also got Wada Winter, who's drawn quite close to him, who shows a lot of pace. So both of them are going to have to move across. He's going to be reliant on Wada Tiger, also getting into the middle of the course. So let's see how they go. I can see him winning. Do I think there's value in his current price? No, I don't. Clyde, Duke of Rock, last time I took a hefty bump during the running of the race. It just completely unbalanced him. So I think if he's striding out well on the day, I could certainly see him featuring. Then you got the likes of the Felice Cityscape. Improvement with the cheek pieces in her last 2 starts. But take note, last time out, the course was dead up the inside at the Val. She was the only one to have won right on or drawn one on that occasion. So she's actually gone from having the worst draw to the best draw. So maybe she's found her feet now and can go back to back. Yeah, I'll make this more tricky than what Darren does.
Okay. Interesting, the last race on the card, Master Casper, but Daryl does appear to like some others. Darren, on the other hand, is hoping that Gavin Larena will overcome that inside draw with Master Casper and makes that as a win bet in the last race, running in pick 6s as a banker as well. Thanks, everybody. Thanks to Ricky and his team, Rosh, everybody, all of you, Darren, Daryl. This is Betway, Waiter to Win.